Little Lizzy Learns to Read, written by Dr. Liz and illustrated by Dustin Evans. Little Lizzy lived in New York City. She saw the world in a way that nobody else could. Brooklyn had been her home as long as she could remember. Her parents had moved there from the Dominican Republic. They brought Lizzy, her brother, and her sister along with them. Little Lizzy loved school. Recess was her favorite. She would always play tag. She could count the highest during double dutch. She made sure every kid was included. But once recess was over, it was reading time. Lizzy's least favorite part of the day was reading time. Lizzy liked story time at the library. She liked to learn new things, but she could not read very well. Lizzy did everything she could to get out of reading in front of other people. She did not want anyone to find out. But other people did find out. Lizzy's report card said that Lizzy was failing reading. Lizzy and her mother would have to go to school to talk to Lizzy's teacher. Lizzy's teacher explained that Lizzy did not read well enough to move up to the second grade. "I'm sorry," she said, "but you will need to repeat the first grade next year." Lizzy felt like she had let her mother down. "I'm sorry," she said, but her mother was not mad. "We will all help you," she said. "We will all become better readers together." Even Lizzy's bossy big sister said she would help. Lizzy's brother brought her his favorite book. Little Lizzy's mother worked 2 jobs. She was very busy, but she made time to help Lizzy with her reading. When she was not home, Lizzy's brother and sister helped. Putting signs around the house was a fun game. Little Lizzy got a sticker when she remembered a word. When she earned 20 stickers, she got to buy something from the bodega at the end of her street. Little Lizzy worked hard. Soon, the bodega owners learned her name. They asked what she was reading when she came in. Sometimes they even gave her an extra treat. Woohoo, candy! The candy and cards helped Lizzy to love learning, but what she really wanted was to move up to second grade. She worked harder than ever before. She read street signs on the way to school. She read the backs of cereal boxes at breakfast. She even read to her stuffed animals before bed. One day, little Lizzy's mother took the afternoon off from work. "Come on," she said. "We are going to school." Lizzy held her mother's hand tight the whole way. She was both scared and excited. Lizzy waited while her mother talked to the teacher. Finally, the teacher said, "Lizzy, you can come into the classroom now." Lizzy was very nervous. It felt like butterflies were flapping in her stomach. "Lizzy, will you read a story?" Lizzy's teacher asked. She handed Lizzy a stack of books. Lizzy opened the first book. She read it aloud. Then she read the second book. The third book was one of her favorite stories. She had never read it herself, though. She liked it even more once she was done. The fourth book was the last one in the stack. It looked harder than the others. Little Lizzy looked up at her teacher and her mother. She gulped. But she opened the cover. She sounded out the words. She looked at the pictures when she got stuck, and she read all the way to the end. "That's wonderful," little Lizzy's teacher said, clapping. "I'm so proud of you, Lizzy," her mother said. Lizzy held her breath. Was her reading good enough? Lizzy's teacher held up a new report card. This time, Lizzy could read what it said. Lizzy could move up to the second grade after all. Little Lizzy never stopped working on her reading. She practiced all summer long. She read with her mother after work. Her sister listened to her read after school. Lizzy even learned to like her brother's favorite book. Little Lizzy started second grade that fall. She was one of the best readers in class. Recess was still fun, but she used some of her jump rope time to read to younger kids too. When little Lizzy grew up, she became a teacher. She became a doctor of education. She even started her own elementary school. Little Lizzy never forgot the importance of reading. She teaches her students to work hard. She wants them to see their own dreams come true.